Dobro jutro, Divine Pisces, 222. It is Thursday, August 13th, 2020. I'm going to do a daily message from Spirit for today for you guys. Yeah, very interesting dreams I've been having, guys. Like more communicative. Like I'm actually interacting with people in my soul group. People who are connecting with me, or connected with me. And actually having full-on conversations in my dreams with people. Like for example, last night was a dream basically with my karmic, and I was telling my karmic basically what's going on. I won't go into details, but yeah, I mean basically, I haven't heard from him yet this morning, so I don't know if he actually knows the dream or not, but he's told me before that, I've appeared in his dream several times. And he's actually specifically asked me to stop. So I'm like, okay. Didn't know I was doing it, but all right, I will cease, But maybe it's because you're calling me in. Clear. Whatever. Okay, so as far as that goes, I think that's significant because I do feel a lot of us are being communicated with in our dreams. We are being communicated, or we are communicating through dreams. Some of you may be getting your epiphanies, your downloads, your messages from your spirit team or your source, or from your counterpart or soulmate, whoever it is that you're interacting with. You're getting messages. You're getting, I think important messages specifically, and I think it's actually the dream space, and when we're in that space, I think the reason that we communicate so well through that way is because our subconscious is the one that's active. Our ego is not taking over. Clear. Our ego is not interfering with the message. Our ego is not taking the message and trying to interpret it to elicit a sort of response. We're there to we're actually able to receive the information that we're getting. And I feel like sometimes it's clearer. You have these different kinds of dreams. You have the dreams that are metaphorical. You have the dreams, where you have to actually sit there and kind of decipher what the heck you just saw. You have the dreams that are straightforward, like I was talking about. I had the one last night where I was actually having a full-on conversation with somebody. Actually made sense. Those are I believe those are more like astral projection. I feel like that's more like you're actually meeting somebody in the astral space and you're relaying a message, or you're being relayed a message. And then you have ones that just absolutely, you're like, I don't know what the heck. It's like disturbing, and you're like, I don't know what I'm seeing. Sometimes I feel like those are just, it's like a culmination of a bunch of stuff, and there might be messages in there, and there might not be. Might just be, maybe you just had something to eat you shouldn't have. But I mean, I feel like there are different kinds of dreams, and I feel like right now a lot of people are probably getting dreams like that, clear, where they're getting messages and things like that. So be aware of that. If you had a dream where you had maybe somebody you haven't even spoken to in a while showed up and you had a full-on conversation with them, maybe you should reach out to them. Maybe you should see how they're doing. Things like that, because that is a form of telepathy, really. But I also feel like right now there's just like this sense of resistance coming in, but at the same time it's like we're kind of at ease. Like it makes sense. We're at ease with the resistance. Like I feel like there's a bunch of resistance around us, but it's like we're kind of detaching from that resistance, and we're trying not to let the resistance mess with us and cause a domino effect and cause us to go into resistance. Do you see what I'm saying? Because it's kind of a chain reaction. Like when you feel resistance around you, you want to be in resistance, right? And I feel like what's happening right now, it's almost like a test. Well, it's always a test, but I feel like it's a specific one. I feel like we are being faced with major resistance, okay? And it's basically saying, okay, how are you going to react to this? Are you going to also be in resistance, or are you going to not let this external resistance affect you? And I really feel like that's key, because a lot of us are getting back into manifesting again. A lot of us had kind of taken I wouldn't say a break, but maybe realize that for some reason our manifestation wasn't as effective as it was, okay? And so it's like we're kind of trying to figure out why that is. And maybe it's because we were in resistance and we didn't even know. So it's almost like we're being faced with that, right? We're being faced with that resistance and being told to say, okay, I can release this. I don't need to be in resistance just because the entire world seems to be in resistance around me, right? That's awesome, all right? So let's see, what's the message today? Okay, so family and tribe, I find that that's significant too, because a lot of us are kind of, I think, we're forming major like friendships, form soul groups. You know, meeting with people that we may not have met before if we hadn't been going through a soul journey right now. And I also feel like this is also encouraging those of you who have not found that, you know, to reach out to people, find a community. And again, you know, my forum, it's free. Please take advantage of it. divinepisces222.com/forum. You know, connect with others who are going through what you. I think it's important to have that support. It's important to be able to talk to somebody about what's happening without being judged, without being looked at like you're crazy, you know, because you're not. Yeah, spiritual service and look, the wisdom of the divine feminine has been coming up in almost every single reading that I've been doing this week. This is significant, okay? Divine feminine, especially, or the feminine energy, is rising up, okay? And that's what we need. We need you to rise into spiritual service, okay? And just you could be a masculine who's embracing the feminine side and you're being called in service. Please do it. Those of you who are getting dreams, maybe this is what you're being told here. That it's time to step into service. Maybe you're finally being shown what your mission is, what your path actually is, okay? And you're needing to release resistance around that. Maybe it's not what you thought it was, okay? Yeah, forgiveness, and nothing is set in stone. We need to be flexible, okay? But we need to also learn to forgive when things don't happen the way that we quote unquote want them to. That is a way of releasing resistance. So again, like, before even reading these cards, the theme of this reading does seem to be resistance and communication. Okay, so I think that's huge. All right, so take that, run with it, guys. I hope this has helped. If it has, please like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.